Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 47.
Striding in to start the ninth, John Shimchak, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Sends that one out of play for strike one. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. A shot down the first baseline, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind. Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Murakami is after it.
Now batting,
Anthony Mosher comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Skied into straightaway right. Chacin has it in his sights, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. So a pivotal moment here, and digging in now, Andres Mendez, and he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Hits the bottom of the strike zone here with the sinker. Strike one. Not in time. He's in there at second. And here's a ball hit in the air. And nope, this one falls, so he'll get another shot. Now a half swing, but it's strike three anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number two. So stepping in, number three, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And, looked inside, but that's ruled as strike. 0-1.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield.
I got it.
Worth is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over.
Well, it was that run in the top of the ninth that turned out to be the game winner as they hold on here and win this one on the road by the slimmest of margins.
A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim one-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys, but what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he came through with a couple of hits, but more importantly, that big home run, which really led his guys to this victory.
3 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 8 minutes.
Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 47.
Jeff MacArthur will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the one run. That's it.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Guys up. They're going to come right at you with their best pitch, and that's usually a fastball.
Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Into the windup and the pitch. Ron McNeil comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Russell Rhodes will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
Strike 3 called, and now he's 1 out away from getting out of this. Calvin Lamb makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. And that's through into left, a base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the run is in to score from second. It's now a 3-2 contest. Chad Taylor will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 11, Chad Taylor.
And he gives this one a pretty good ride down the left field line. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. Look out as this bat shatters on impact. 2 big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, this one certainly wasn't a spotless finish, that's for sure. He does surrender a run, but he also gets the final out here to pick up the save.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew. Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
47.
Steven Diaz will stand in now, and hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
Fielded cleanly. Here's Burris for one, but he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the one out. Alejandro Quinones will stand in to keep things going, and I don't know, Steve, is the comeback on?
Well, at the very least, I like that they're showing some character out there. You never want.
In to score is the runner from third. It's now a 5-2 game, and he is in there. Pedro Gonzalez will dig in now, and he'll do so representing the tying run.
Yeah, and you're not too worried about this guy jumping the yard on you here and tying the ball game. But if he does find a way to get on base, things get a whole lot more interesting.
That misses, says the home plate.
And even on 1 and 2 now, you've got to expand the strike zone a little up there. You can't go down looking here. You've got to put this ball in play.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2 and 2.
They're definitely making him work out there. He came in trying to shut the door, and he has not had an easy time of it.
Drives it to deep right field. Hoffman ranging back, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. Notch one in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate.
The first baseman, number 12.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. David Kawada is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2. And now the wheels spin in that first base dugout. And a backhanded try into the hole that's short, but this gets on by. And the run is in to score from third. And the tying run comes around to score from second. It's now a 5-5 ball game.
I've been really impressed with the way he's swinging the bat lately. 15 straight games now, and people are...
And fellas, as always, a few guys we could have chosen from, but out of everybody, that's the man who stands out in my book. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he was definitely a big part of this victory. You see there, 4 RBIs for him in the ball.
Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 47.
Justin Mott gets another 3 tries to this point. Ripped down the line, and he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just one away.
Alexi Aponte comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. High in the air out to center field. Paniagua is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first. Victor Balladares makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. In there, strike 1. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Liner toward right center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
Relay, hit me, relay.
So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away. Oliver Bordick will stand in now. And, hey, give these guys credit. They're not going down without a fight.
I'll tell you what, they're not too far away from making a game out of this one after all.
And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. Hoffman is there to make the catch, and with that, the ball game is over. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he wound up turning things over to his bullpen in the ninth, but still, 8 strong innings for him.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Reading, number 47.
Striding in to start the ninth, Sergio Sanchez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And you know what? These days, so many guys are throwing in the high 90s. It makes those mid to low 90s guys look easy. But I'll tell you what, if he mixes his pitches well, it can still be plenty fast to have to deal with.
Just a touch outside, 1 and 2.
All right, now you've just seen 2 straight breaking pitches miss away. So as a hitter, you're going to eliminate that pitch. No way does he throw it a third time.
Now batting,
Mike Finn comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll wind up with no play here as he reaches first safely.
now batting,
Mariano Mateo stands in with the winning run at first with nobody out. And he tries to move those runners up a base, but this is a foul ball. Tying and winning runs are on here with nobody out. And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him. Sacrifice attempt here. Only played at first, so the sacrifice works that time. Andy Frederickson will step in now in a big spot here in a game as close as this one.
And a chance at redemption, too, because he hasn't done much through his first 3 plate appearances. But he can make up for all of that with a base hit right here.
Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Ground ball down the line. And forget tying it. He may have just won it. It's down for extra bases. And they're going to walk off here with a 7-6 victory. And as we wrap things up here, what do you say we name this guy right here as the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award? Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
number 47.
Striding in to start the ninth, Gary Ness, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. And he lays off there, 1-0.
That's a pitch that you got to stay on top of, or else it'll take off on you just like that one did.
Looks at a sinker there that drops in 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Here's a looping fly ball out to right. John over to his left, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting,
Pedro Silva digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Chopped foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. 0-2 pitch is a sinker that misses, but he's still in command, 1-2.
That's a pitch you really have to learn to take against a guy like this. But even if you make contact, you're just going to get something in on the label, so that's a great take.
And the fastball easy to lay off that time, 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2.
He knows the drill. Not be giving up walks at this stage of the game, because those could be fatal.
And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at-bat. In now, Justin Milano, already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. John on the move, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, you know, this game kind of felt like it could have been played back in 1968. Very well played, very low scoring, very quick game, too. I'll tell you, I could go for a few more of these this year. That'd be okay by me.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score.
Here now, our final line score. First for the victorious.
Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 47.
Sergio Sanchez will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. Chopped foul over towards the dugout. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Brandon Russ makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. And he pours this one in at the letters, 0-1. Swinging a soft liner down the line in right. Foul. And now those that have... And he gets strike 3 called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Well, there's another good win for these guys. That pushes their streak up to 5 in a row now, and it's been a total team effort. Good pitching, good hitting, good defense. They're doing it all right now.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, no question he was a tough out up there. You see the 3...
Number 47 is on, and he'll take...
number 47.
Striding in to start the ninth, Bobby Abbott, and they'll need him to get something going here. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
To short. Burris scoops it up. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now batting,
Eric Perez will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. Out in front of it, strike one.
One down here, fellas.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Now a swing and a fly ball. And foul. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Got him. Hey. Luis Lorenz makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Skied into straightaway right. John on the move.
I got it.
Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and you know this home crowd is going to get to drive home happy as their guys come through with a very good win.
Well, the bats were certainly working in this one, but out of everybody, I'd say this man most deserves to be our top player of the game.
Yeah, he connected on a couple of long home runs. Really put his guys on his back and carried them to the victory.
2 runs.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Reading, number 47.
Striding in to start the ninth, Maurice Coleman, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
And so far in this ballgame, he hasn't even been on base yet, so we'll see if he can make an adjustment here.
And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1.
Here's a guy that understands. It's all about getting on base at this point, so good idea there just to wait for strike one.
And he'll take this to the bag himself. 1 gone here in the ninth. Into the windup and the pitch. Al Blair comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well, that 2.
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. At the plate, Chris Hammond. He reached base on an error and later came around to score last time up. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And he watches a called strike at the knees. No balls and 2 strikes.
And they may have found a location that they like right here. 2 different pitches, both taken on the inside corner. And now they can go just about anywhere they want.
Wow, a flip to second for 1. On to first, not in time, as the umpire was right there to make the call. Zach Montes makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the ninth inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And they will put the tag on him. They got him, and with that, the ball game is over. A handful of fine individual performances to choose from in this one, boys. But what do you say we go ahead and let this man take home the hardware? He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, he was a thorn in their side all game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Reading, number
Rich
47.
Johnson gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. That's
in to score easily is the runner from third, and don't look now. They've cut the lead down to 2.
Now batting,
Howard Mendel steps into the box, and we'll see what he can do here. 2 on, 2 away, 2 home in the inning so far. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his 3rd hit tonight.
designated hitter.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Efren Navarro is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and the throw goes right by him. And now this ball's going to wind up out of play, and that'll compound matters even further. So coming to the plate, Alfredo Marte digs in, needing a 2-out hit to walk this one off. And he'll try to crowd him there to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
And, oh, not so fast, partner. A called strike on the inside. High in the air out toward shallow right. John has it in his tracks, and the inning is over. So hold everything as they catch lightning in a bottle here in the bottom of inning number 9. Well, a pretty good offensive show of force in this one. Probably at least a couple of players deserving. But, gentlemen, let's go ahead and give this man the nod as our top player of the game.
Yeah, you see a couple of hits for him in the ball game. This one was tight throughout, but in the end, he really helped lead his guys to this victory.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. Number 47 is on, and he'll take over on the mound.
Number 47.
Zach Montes will stand in to start things off as this top of the batting order hasn't found a whole lot of success so far.
In fact, just 1 hit between the 1, 2, 3 hitters combined. So apparently the table setters have not been getting their chores done.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. Burke sprinting after it, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. 0-2 count, and the pitch. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and he whiffs on it at first. It's right by him into right. And he is in there.
Now batting,
Julio Garcia comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle. Throw to first is in time for the first out. Brian Key will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. 1 out and a runner on second base. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. To short. To his left, Polk. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Chris Sanchez makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Burke giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in. The throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
The right fielder.
So a big moment here, and standing in, Dan Anderson. But a single here could reduce the deficit to only one. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. Drilled to first. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over. Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, a real good performance, as you'll see.
Number 47 will come in and pitch now. Striding in to start the ninth, Dan Anderson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is taken for a called strike. And a swing and a miss on the fastball, and there's the first out here in the ninth. Lewis Booker strides in, grounded out his last time through. In there at the knees, strike one.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Drilled right back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit. Freddie Baez comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. And he got him at second on a perfect throw.
Hey, 2 down here.
Hit hard on the ground towards second. Jackson is right there. Throw in time, and the ball game is over. A tight ball game all throughout. Winds up a slim 1-run victory in the end as we get you one final look at our line score. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player.